Welcome, Capricorn. This is Carolyn with Intuitive Enlightenment, here to do your love energy check-ins for June. This is just going to be a quick reading, short reading, just to find out where you are and what you need to know in love. We did it for the other signs, and we just want to touch in there. And if this isn't for you, Capricorn, maybe you're in a steady relationship, it could resonate for you, even though you're in a relationship, because this is a love energy check-in. But if this doesn't resonate with you, Capricorn, it's not going to resonate with everybody. Please check your natal placements if you're interested in love energies. So we're going to get this started here. I'm going to use the frequency bowl here to get the energies set for my Capricorns, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And we'll get your story. Here we go. All right, Capricorn, I'm going to do a universal prayer for serenity, peace, and happiness and abundance for all my Capricorns and everyone in the universe. It's going to be a silent prayer. It's going to be very quick, so thank you for bearing with me. All right, so thank you. All right, so let's get Capricorn's love energies. What is it that my divine spirit and guides, what is it that Capricorn needs to know in love for the month of June, from the Sagittarius full moon that just left us as well, or actually we're still transiting the energies, but up until timeless, because this reading is timeless, my Capricorns. So it's going to play out whenever you see this video. If you're seeing it at the end of June versus right now when I'm doing this on June 6th, that's fine too. You need to see it when you need to see it, or if it's not your story, again, Capricorn, chuck it in the bucket and check all your natal placements. I do Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So this is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. But if it's not yours, then check your other placements and see what better resonates with you, okay? So Capricorns, what is it that you need to hear in love? What does my Capricorns need to know? Capricorns, divine spirit and guides, please give me Capricorns love messages, love energies, what they need to know in love for this month. So here we go. We're Capricorn's energies, all right? We got the Three of Swords. We have the Moon card, so you could be dealing with a Pisces. We've got the Three of Swords, which means that you may be coming out of a heartache. You may be revisiting a heartache, maybe old trauma that you're working through. We will get the information. Well, we've got the Ten of Swords too, so it could be something very recent that ended, but we will get some more energies here and find out what's going on. What's going on for my Capricorns in love energies? What's coming in? What's going out? What do we need to know for my Capricorns now until the time that it plays out for my Capricorns? Let's go ahead and see what we have for Capricorn. All right, give me two more, please. Two more. I think these two are coming. All right, so I'm using the Twin Flame Journey. All right, so this is the Twin Flame Journey cards that I'm using for the love energies. All right. So far, what I have is that it could be that you have been going through, if you're not dealing with a Pisces, the Moon card says illusions at the bottom here, and it could be that you were dealing through a dark time. It could be an unknown time. You were going down an unknown path. Things were happening differently you in your love life. So maybe things were out of ordinary and you were kind of confused about it. And you were like, hey, this isn't right. This doesn't feel right. Uncharted territory. We've never been in this point in our relationship before. And it may have been that the Three of Swords is talking about heartache. So it could be that in a dark time, Frida. Sorry, my cat. All right, so it could be in a time when you were having illusions, or there was being illusions presented to you. You were in the dark about a situation that now you have clarity. It did bring about Three of Swords heartache, so it could be something that this could be past trauma. This doesn't necessarily mean that something happened now. So, I mean, if this isn't something that resonates with you, just take it with a grain of salt. It's something that could be an old wound. It could be something that you are unable to move on with, and so therefore, you know, it's something that you're having to revisit, right? Because the card that came after that is the Ten of Swords. So a Capricorn, you could have been in a time of darkness because you were healing, working on your wounds from something that was a bitter betrayal. Somebody backstabbed you. Somebody was cheating on you. Something was happening unbeknownst to you and you weren't aware of it, okay? And so there's something that you were going through, and this could be something that you're going through now, recently, or it could be just something that you're dealing with from the past for trauma. Okay. The card says that you will be able to manifest. So if this is something new and it's heartfelt and you're going through it right now, my prayers for you. It is a very hurtful process to go through a time when the illuminations and illusions were going on that you were being kept in the dark about. The three of heartache, about the three of swords, something that brought a lot of severe pain. And as well as it was abrupt. It was something that you didn't, it was a painful ending, something that you didn't have any control on, Capricorn, something that happened to you, not for you, or with your consent. All right. But the Magician is all about manifesting tools. Okay. So if this is an old trauma that you needed to hear about, Capricorn, it's about manifesting. It's about, okay, you learned that karmic lesson, that door's closed because the Ten of Swords you're not coming back from. There is no coming back from the Ten of Swords. All right. But it's saying, and the universe and divine spirit is saying, that you do have everything that you need. This is Magician card is specific to Aries, Gemini, Virgo energy, but you have the manifestation tools you need to now recover, to move on, to proceed. Now that lesson has been learned, and yes, you may be revisiting it. It may have been something you were kept in the dark about, Capricorn, but it did end brutally and there's no going back. But the Magician card is speaking to the fact that, it's something that is time to evolve from. It's time to ascend from that energy. Let me go ahead and see if I can get this camera a little closer so you can see with the light. Okay. Sorry about that. All right. So, but as well as I have the Eight of Swords. So it did bring you anxieties for a while. This energy here of the Eight of Swords. It did bring you anxiety while you were going through the sorrow and the pain and everything. And you may go through anxiety putting yourself out there again. This could be meaning that while you have the tools, while you have gone through the Ten of Swords, Three of Swords, and illusions, somebody presenting a front, something that wasn't divested to you, something that you didn't have clarity on, don't keep yourself in imprisonment. The Eight of Swords here, the bottom says imprisonment, okay? And so that is about, don't keep yourself prisoner. You have all the tools, and let me see if I can get this light a little closer to us, okay? All right. I'm sorry about that. All right. So we have all kinds of technical issues. Okay. So basically you have all the manifestation tools. The Eight of Swords is saying, don't keep yourself in an imprisonment. You have what you need now to set yourself free and to evolve, to ascend. Whenever we go through a breakdown of ourselves, whether it's something that we had control over or not, something was brought to light and it brought about change. That's all about the evolution of ascension. Now you're going to go into the better romance. Now you're going to go into the better, the romance that is meant and intended to you. You've learned all the karmic lessons in that relationship that you were going to learn. So now it's time to move on. And the reason why I know that is because the Temperance, unless you're dealing with the Sagittarius, the Temperance is about restoration. Okay. So now that you know that you have all the tools that you need, that you have everything that you need, all the lessons learned. The Magician card is speaking about manifestation tools, okay? And the Eight of Swords is in don't be in imprisonment anymore. Set yourself free from that imprisoned state. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. It will be anxiety ridden. And this is anxiety of your own making. It's not some anxiety that's being brought to you. But the Temperance is saying that you have done the time. You have balanced yourself. Or if this is something new to you, take the time. You have the tools to manifest what it is you desire, to manifest the correct relationship for you, the one that's going to bring you to the end of time. And don't keep yourself imprisoned with the old fears. Yes, work through it, tear it apart, retrospect, do the work. But you have everything you need, and take the time to balance and heal and restore yourself. Okay. And move on is what it's saying. Okay. Because the Queen of Cups is all about emotional balance. It's intuitive and sensitive. Okay. So you are going to be putting yourself out there after going through this, either old trauma or new trauma, Capricorn. Either way, you're going to get through it is what the message is saying, okay? You're going to come out the other side. You are going to have the Queen of Cups energy about emotional balance, open to receiving and giving love. And this is intuitive and sensitive, okay? And the Four of Pentacles is saying don't hold yourself back. So the message is move on. Don't hold yourself back. The Four of Pentacles is about scarcity mindset. So don't be in a imprisonment that's self-imposed. Okay, don't imprison yourself, self-impose. Don't have that scarcity mindset that you're for fear of putting yourself out there because you've already been burned. Well, I think I told my 18-year-old daughter one time, a long time ago, she's 36 now, but I told her a long time ago, hey, this won't be the first time you get hurt, unfortunately, when she was heartbroken, and it won't be your last. But every time it gets easier and easier as time goes by to deal with those types of pain. And you evolve and you ascend. So you learn a karmic lesson. Every betrayal, every hurt, every heartbreak, whether it was you that started it or initiated it or someone else and that was out of your control, it's something that is for our higher good so that we can learn and evolve and ascend higher, okay? And the next relationship will be even that much better, right? Hopefully it'll be the last one, but we always hope that, right? Okay, so that is what I have. I'm going to go ahead and give you the Angel Romance Fairy Love Oracle message here. So that you can have something for clarity on this reading here about getting over some kind of heart pain, old trauma, new trauma, it doesn't matter. Whatever it is that you're going through, Capricorn, prayers and blessings for you. But don't keep yourself trapped of your own doing, okay? So the card that I have for you is the friend zoned, okay? So maybe you were in a relationship with somebody that all of a sudden decided, you know what, I don't want to be in a relationship anymore. And so all of a sudden you got friend zoned, a lack of passion in this companionship. So maybe you felt more than this person did, or this person felt a lack of passion, or maybe you guys had been in a relationship for a long time. And unfortunately it turned into something that time aged and there was no more karmic lessons to learn in that relationship. But this is a lack of passion in the companionship. So, eventually, and if you're not friends now, maybe you will be one day. All right. Once the hurt is gone. Okay. I also want to get you a oracle card. This is the Lover's Oracle, and the Lover's Oracle to give you some affirmation or some kind of a clarity on moving forward. Okay. I think this card here, Capricorn, is calling for you in this special read. It says, criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. So what I'm seeing here is with the friend zone and going through it, Three of Swords, heartache, the Ten of Swords, and then the manifestation tool with the Magician, Temperance, taking the time to balance heal. Maybe some of you Capricorns are just going through a timeout. Maybe there was a lot of bickering, fighting, criticizing of one another, of your strengths and weaknesses, and maybe time just took its toll. But criticizing one another will lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. So for those Capricorns that are still in it and they're just going through it now, it could be that there's something that may be able to be worked out. Maybe that you feel like the deep Ten of Swords betrayal, like you may never get over it. But sometimes if you work with one another, maybe the Magician for you is that, you have the tools you need to be able to get through this if the bickering stops, if the criticizing stops. So I'm going to pull another oracle card for Capricorn, and those are for the ones that are definitely no longer in a relationship with that person. Okay, I have this card here for the Lover's Oracle, and this is for people that are not just coming out of something or not going through it in a relationship right now. This says you have a secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. So I think it's for those people that have come out the other end and it's been a hot minute and you have been going through it and you're afraid of putting yourself out there. Now you're going to be in an emotional balanced place, but yes, it will be a little bit more anxiety ridden putting yourself out there and getting yourself unstuck. But someone has a crush on you. Someone has deeper feelings than they know. Maybe it's a friend. Maybe it's someone that you thought friend zoned you. Okay. But in reality, it's not that they friend zoned you. You think that you friend zoned them or that's friend zone. But in reality, maybe it's something more. All right. Well, much love to you, Capricorn. Until we read again, I hope this resonates with you. If it doesn't, please check your natal placement charts, as this cannot resonate with every Capricorn. Much love to you, Intuitive Enlightenment Tarot. And until we read again, take care.